Yes, when we talked about this in the last quarter, we said that our emphasis is to ensure that we focus on profitable growth. Our focus on clients will continue. And in lieu of that, we put a lot of measures in place. And I think whatever measures we put in place in terms of operational efficiencies, and some of the projects also moved from transition to steady state, that worked well. I can say confidently that the margin improvement that you see is sustainable.
All right. Sustainable, that is what you're indicating going ahead. As far as the digital TCV is concerned, at about 207 million, slightly below 300 million for the last 2 quarters, trailing 2 quarters. Is that an aberration really? And how is the deal pipeline really looking at this point of the time?
That's the overall TCV, yes. Not the digital TCV. But if you look at the deal pipeline, we expect to have closures as we go along as well. So overall pipeline is pretty good. We are very confident.
Also, this is really the time of the year when, clients are finalizing their IT budgets. Also, I believe the conversations are underway. But what's the sense that you're really getting in terms of, optimism? Larger peers do indicate that, things are optimistic, even as we talk about some macroeconomic headwinds that will really impact demand going forward. What's the sense you're getting from clients?
See, it's difficult to talk about macroeconomic. It's too early. But what we do is we focus on our specific set of clients. If you look at the top 10 clients, the revenues have grown, and we have also said that we are going to focus on the top strategic clients. From that perspective, we see still traction within those clients, and we will continue to focus on them.
All right. Last couple of questions. The top client, revenue has really grown by 14% quarter on quarter. The larger worry that analysts have been pointing out for a long time now is the concentration. While it's impressive that the revenues are really increasing, the concentration on the top client. What are you really doing to offset, or is the focus really driving a larger bulk of those revenues irrespective of where it comes from?
So if you look at our overall focus, there are pretty much 3-prong approach that we have taken. One is focus on the strategic clients. And in lieu of that, we are also looking at getting rid of rationalizing the long tail. And when you say focus on strategic clients, apart from that, we want to do profitable growth. We definitely acknowledge that. And as you see, and as we go into the next quarters, we will probably see that some of the other clients, which are focus clients, strategic clients of our, we want to really grow the revenues in those clients. And I think that will help in terms of offsetting some of the things that you're seeing as a risk.
All right. The last quarter you had told us that apart from stability, the focus will slowly really shift to profitable growth. Stability is back at the company. Things have really evened out after L&T really came into picture. What more will the company really do as the next fiscal really approaches to double down on the prospects of profitable growth really?
So I think, again, just to summarize, just to reiterate, we want to focus on strategic clients. We want to really go mine those strategic clients, and we need to do a few things differently for those strategic clients. And we want to focus in terms of growing those clients. Like there could be a lot of partner-led sales that we can do. We can do a lot of managed services constructs for those clients. And the third thing is that we want to expand the margin as well. So these are the 3 tenets that we are focusing right now, and we are very confident that we are on the right track.
All right. Last question. As far as managed contracts is concerned, digital discretionary spending really, Mindtree has an edge. But analysts have indicated that it's not a strong spot for the company, so to say. How would you really react to that criticism? So
first of all, you need to also appreciate the fact that everybody has a different definition of digital.
True.
And in our view, digital is becoming mainstream very fast. And digital is also more of project based. So that's why when you talk about the specific numbers, it can be a little different from others. But we are still continuing to build on digital. The launch that we have done in terms of Immersive Aurora, which is a AR, VR customer experience. And that's something which is just focusing on digital and how do you take digital to the next level. So we believe that there is a lot of focus in digital, and we will continue to double down on digital. But digital is also becoming mainstream.
Digital, just a quick follow-up, Mindtree sort of bet early on the trend, and now we're seeing the larger peers sort of indicate that digital is where the future of the business will really be. What other scope do you really have to expand that? Are you seeing the pipeline also really expand among clients, conversations, or have things really bottomed out? Because digital continues to be the driver of growth for the company for several quarters now.
Yeah, as I said, digital, when it becomes mainstream, it is just not the digital definition also is different. So we believe that there are a lot of opportunities for us to modernize the core for our clients. So modernize the back-end applications, for example. So we are focusing on those things, and many of the deals that we are focusing on is beyond just the front end. It's pretty much end-to-end. And that's going to help us in terms of closing the pipeline as we go forward.